Hello everyone, I am Divya, your math facilitator. In this session, we shall learn the solutions of exercise 3.4 of class 10. Okay, so the concepts of this video and also question number 1 and 2 of this exercise I have solved in a different video. Okay, so I'll pin up all those videos here in the I button, so you can click on the I button to get all those videos. Okay, so I suggest you to firstly learn the concepts and then proceed to the exercise problems so that you can solve the exercise problems very easily. Clear? So now let's get started. So here is the third question. Obtain all other zeros of 3x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 if two of its zeros are root 5 upon 3 and minus root 5 upon 3. Okay, so firstly tell me what is the degree of this polynomial. Okay, so degree of a polynomial is nothing but the highest power of the variable term. So what is the highest power of this variable term? You can see that 4 is the highest power of this variable term, isn't it? Yeah, so 4 is the degree of this polynomial. Clear? So now 2 of its zeros are under root 5 upon 3 and minus under root 5 upon 3. So we know that a polynomial of degree 4 has how many zeros maximum? It can have 4 zeros, okay, because degree is 4, maximum it can have how many zeros? 4 zeros, okay. So 2 zeros are given to you. So your concept is that you have to find the other 2 zeros. Clear with this point? So yeah, so let us take the 0 as x is equal to under root 5 upon 3. Okay, and another 0 is x equal to minus under root 5 upon 3. Okay, so let me take this under root 5 upon 3 to this side. So it is x minus under root 5 upon 3 is 0. Okay, similarly this also let me take this minus under root 5 upon 3 to LHS. So it becomes plus under root 5 upon 3 is 0. Okay, that means I got two factors. Okay, using the zeros. Okay, so now let us multiply these two factors and see. So it is x minus root 5 upon 3 into x plus root 5 upon 3. Okay, now this is of the form, so this is nothing but it is like a minus b into a plus b, isn't it? So it is nothing but a square minus b square. Yes, this formula we know, right? So using that, here you will get it as x square minus under root 5 upon 3 whole square. Okay, so finally what is the answer you got? You got x square minus, so this square and square root gets cancelled, so you have 5 upon 3. Okay, so using the two zeros, this is a quadratic polynomial you got. Okay, multiplying the factors of this polynomial. Okay, you got this polynomial. Now dividing this polynomial of degree 4 with this quadratic polynomial, you will get another quadratic polynomial as a quotient. Okay, so let us divide it and see. So you will understand what I am saying here. Okay, so the given polynomial is what? This polynomial. Let me write it here. So it is 3 x to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Okay, this I have to divide with what? I have to divide with this product of the factors. Okay, product of the factors, I got this polynomial. Okay, so it is x square minus 5 upon 3. Okay, so this is what I got. Clear? Now, what is the first step of division? We have learnt it very clearly, right? So, what is the first step? So, what you will do? You will take the first term of the dividend and you will divide it with the first term of the divisor. Okay, so that means, let me write it here. So, 3x power 4 is the first term of the dividend. You will divide it with x square, first term of the divisor. So, what do you get? So, you will get 3x square. Okay, now with this 3x square you will multiply this divisor. Okay, so 3x square multiplied by x square minus 5 upon 3 gives you what? It gives you 3x square multiplied by x square is 3x power 4. Yes, minus 3x square multiplied by 5 upon 3. So this 3 and 3 gets cancelled and what is remaining? You have 5x square here. Okay, so let us write this here. Okay, so it is nothing but 3x power 4 minus 5x square. Okay, so 5x square you have to write it here. This is cube term, isn't it? This is cube term. Okay, so cube term you don't have it here. So cube term will be what? It will be 0x cube. Okay, minus 5x square you wrote. Now what you will do? You'll simply subtract. So subtraction means you will change the signs. Okay, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. Clear? So let us see what happens. So these two gets cancelled. Okay, you have 6x cube minus 0x cube. So answer is 6x cube. Okay, plus 5x square minus 2x square. So answer is plus 3x square. Let us bring these two terms also down. So it is minus 10x minus 5. Okay, so what is the term? First term of quotient you got. First term of quotient is nothing but, let us write it here. Okay, so first term of quotient is nothing but 3x square. The term which you get after dividing the first term of divisor with the first term of dividend with the first term of divisor, it will give you the first term of the quotient, right? We have learned it, isn't it? So now for the second term, what will you do? Simply you will repeat this process again. Okay, so what we have to do now, the new dividend is this one. Okay, so this is the new dividend, 6x cube. Okay, so let us take it now. So new dividend is 6x cube. Okay, so you will divide this 6x cube with what? With the divisor, first term of the divisor. Okay, so the answer you get is what? It is 6x. Clear? Now with this 6x, you will multiply the divisor. This is the second step, isn't it? This is the first step. This is the second step. Okay, so before writing that, now here you got 6x. This 6x is nothing but the second term of the quotient. Clear? So now multiplying, what will you get? You will get 6x into x square is 6x cube. Okay, 6x into minus 5 by 3. This 3 and 3 here, you will get 3 2s are 6. Okay, so 2x into minus 5 is nothing but minus 10x. Okay, so let us write it here, minus 10x. You don't have any x square term. Okay, so now let us subtract. Subtracting, what happens? This becomes minus, this becomes minus, this becomes plus. Clear? So let us see. So 6x cube minus 6x cube gets cancelled. So 3x square minus 0x square gives you 3x square. Okay, 10x plus 10x gets cancelled and you have minus 5. Okay, bring it down. Clear? So again, what is the next step? You will repeat the process again. Okay. Yes. So what will you do? You will take the first term of the dividend. Okay. So what is the first term of the dividend here? Again, the first term of the dividend is nothing but this one. Okay. So 3x square you will take. You will divide it by the first term of the divisor. It is x square. So x square gets cancelled. The answer is 3. So this 3 is the quotient, next term of quotient, write it here. Okay, so what is the next step? You will multiply this 3 with the divisor. Okay, so what will you get? 3 into 3 x square is 3x square. Okay, and 3 into minus 5 by 3. 3 into minus 5 by 3 gives you what? It gives you minus 5. Okay, now again let us subtract. So this is minus, this is plus. So these two things gets cancelled. Okay, yeah, so answer is 0. Okay, yes, so you got the answer as 0, which means this 3x square plus 6x plus 3 is also a factor of this polynomial, isn't it? So let us factorize this. Okay, so that you will get 2 more zeros. Okay, so let us factorize and see. Yeah, so let me factorize here. So the answer you got is 3x square plus 6x plus 3. Okay, so how will you factorize this? Firstly, you will take these two things. Okay, you will consider these two things. Okay, so 3 multiplied by 3 gives you what? It gives you 9. Okay, you take the factors of 9. So 9 you can write as 9 ones or you can write as 3 threes. Okay, yes. So multiplying this you got 9 and adding these two. Adding these two you have to get this middle term 6. Now will you add 9 and 6? Will you get 6? No. If you add 3 and 3, will you get 6? Yes. So this 3x square plus 6x plus 3, you can write it as 3x square plus 3x plus 3x plus 3. Understood? So now from these two terms, you can see from these two terms, you can take 3x as common. So taking 3x as common, here you are left out with x, and here you are taking 3x completely common. So you are left out with 1. Okay, now again from these two terms I can take 3 common. Okay, if I take 3 common, here I have x plus here I am taking 3 common, so I am left out with 1. Okay, so now from these two terms I can take x plus 1 common, so I am left out with 3x here and 3 here. Clear? So now see, so let us equate each of this to 0. Okay, so 3x plus 3 is also equal to 0, which implies x is nothing but minus 1. And here x is what? X is minus 3 by 3, which is nothing but minus 1. Okay, so the value of x, you got it as minus 1 and minus 1. And these two are zeros. Yes, these two are the zeros of this polynomial, isn't it? So see, so initially you had root 5 upon 3 and root minus root 5 upon 3. These are the two zeros, and you found another two zeros which are minus 1 and minus 1 for this particular polynomial. Understood? So this brings us to the end of this problem. I hope you understood now. So what is the first step you have taken? Firstly, you have equated these two zeros to x. Okay, now taking this root 5 upon 3 to this side, you will get a factor, and here also taking this to this side, you will get a factor. You have multiplied these two factors and you got a quadratic polynomial. Second step is you will divide this complete polynomial with this quadratic polynomial. Okay, so you will get a quotient. Okay, now for this particular quotient, you will find the zeros. Okay, so this gives you the zeros of the fourth degree polynomial which is asked in the question. Clear? So let us move on to the next question now. On dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x, the quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4 respectively. So find g of x. Okay, so we know that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, isn't it? Now they are asking us to find g of x. So firstly, let us substitute the values here. So this is p of x, isn't it? So x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 is p of x. Okay, you don't know g of x, write it as it is. Q of x is what? Quotient is x minus 2. Okay, plus remainder is 2x plus 4, isn't it? So this is nothing but g of x into x minus 2, okay, minus 2x plus 4. I'm just removing the brackets. Okay, so this is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Clear? Now let me take these two terms to LHS. So what does it become? It becomes x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 minus 2x, taking it to LHS becomes plus 2x plus 4 coming to LHS becomes minus 4 is equal to g of x into x minus 2. Clear? So now let us just simplify this side. So it is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2x is nothing but 3x plus 2 minus 4 gives you minus 2 equal to g of x into x minus 2. Clear? Now see, now I want g of x. So g of x, you have here g of x multiplied by x minus 2. So let me send this x minus 2 to this side. So it becomes what? It becomes division, isn't it? So x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 divided by x minus 2 will give me what? It will give me g of x. Okay, is this step clear now? Simply we have substituted everything in this division algorithm. Okay, now on simplification, you got g of x is nothing but by dividing this polynomial with x minus 2, you will get g of x. Okay, so let us do it now quickly. Okay, yeah. So we got this step now. So x cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2. This you have to divide with what? You have to divide with x minus 2. Okay, so the quotient you get is nothing but g of x. Okay, so let us see now. So yeah, so what is the first step? You will take the first term of the dividend and you will divide with the first term of the divisor. Okay, so x cube you will divide with x. Okay, so what is the answer you get? It is nothing but x square. Okay, so the first term of quotient is what? It is x square. Now with this x square, you will multiply this divisor. So let us multiply directly, okay? So x square into x gives you x cube. X square minus 2 gives you minus 2x square. Understood? If you are not perfect, you can write that step again. You can write it in this way, x square into x minus 2. You can write it here in the rough work and then divide, okay? So if you are perfect, you can do it directly, okay? Because they are very simple now. So see, so subtracting what happens, this becomes minus, this becomes plus. Okay, so this is nothing but minus x square. Now bring these two terms down, so it is plus 3x minus 2. Okay, what is the next step again? Next step is again, now you will take this term. Okay, you will take minus x square and you will divide it with the first term of the divisor. So you will get what? You will get minus x. Okay, so this minus x is nothing but the next term of the quotient. Okay, now with this minus x, you will multiply this divisor. So minus x into x gives you minus x square. Minus x into minus 2 gives you plus 2x. Okay, so subtracting, what do you get again? So this is plus, this is minus. Okay, so let us see what happens. So this gets cancelled. So 3x minus 2x is nothing but x and you have minus 2. Bring it down. Okay, now again, first term of dividend divided by first term of divisor. So x divided by x gives you what? 1. So that is the next term of the quotient, right? So see, so 1 into x is x and 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. So subtracting, what do you have? You have 0. Okay, so what is the answer you got? And dividing these two, the answer you got is g of x is nothing but x square minus x plus 1. Okay, so this is the required g of x. Clear? Very simple, right? Yeah, firstly you will substitute here. Yes, in the division algorithm. So this is what you got. So dividing these two, you will get the answer g of x. Okay, so we have divided. So the answer we got is x square minus x plus 1. Clear? Yeah. So moving on to the next question, give 5 examples. Give examples of polynomials p of x, g of x, q of x and or r of x which satisfy the division algorithm and degree of p of x. The first bit you see, degree of p of x is equal to degree of q of x. So you have to give examples for p of x. So just now we have seen what is division algorithm. P of x is equal to g of x multiplied by q of x plus r of x. This is the division algorithm. So you have to find each of this. You have to find p of x, you have to find g of x, you have to find q of x, you have to find r of x. Clear? So you have to find these values which satisfy this division algorithm. Okay, and some conditions are given to you. Okay, so let us see the first condition. Degree of p of x should be equal to degree of q of x. Okay, that means this degree should be equal to the quotient degree. So when will you get that? So suppose if you take something like this. So if you take say p of x equal to 2x cube minus 4x square plus 2. Okay, and if you take some g of x as some constant say 2, then you can get q of x as the same degree. Okay, then q of x you will have the same degree. Okay, understood the logic? Now let me explain to you here. So see, now p of x I have taken third degree polynomial. Okay, so it is degree 3. Now here I am multiplying this. Now you know this formula. Suppose you have x cube. Okay, so I should get the same x cube here. That means I have to multiply this with 1. If I multiply with this some x or x square, the degree of this x also will reduce. Do you agree with me? Okay, are you getting this? I have x cube here. I should get the same x cube here. That means I have to multiply with 1 or some constant in this case. Okay, so I have p of x as third degree. So q of x also I should get of third degree, which means g of x should be a constant. Understood? So you can take any value here for p of x. G of x you will take a constant. Okay, dividing these two you will get q of x. Understood? So if you divide these two, q of x will be x cube minus 2x square plus 1. Okay, and r of x will be 0. Okay, so q of x and r of x you can take any value. For this problem you don't have to take the values which I am giving you. P of x you can take any value, q of x you can take any value. Okay, so the logic is understand here. Now I have taken third degree polynomial. Okay, so suppose you think this way, that you have x cube here in this place, in place of p of x. Now I want q of x of the same degree, that means same power. So what should I multiply here? I should take only 1 here. If I take anything else, if I take suppose x here, so see here, x cube equal to, suppose if I take x multiplied by, then this should be x square. Isn't it? This will reduce. Okay, so I want the same values here, which means I should take a constant here. Understood? So that is the reason g of x you will take a constant. Clear with this? So take a constant, you can take any polynomial here, you take a constant here. So in exam you will just simply divide these two, you will get q of x and r of x. Clear? You don't have to by heart, that is my point. Okay, so that is the reason I'm explaining you this much. Now see, second one, degree of q of x should be equal to degree of r of x. So when will degree of q of x will be equal to degree of r of x? So you can take it in this way. I'll explain you in same terms. Just see now. Yeah, so again we will go to this, we will use this division algorithm. Okay, so here you have p of x is equal to, so what is the division algorithm? P of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x. Okay, so I want degree of q of x should be equal to degree of r of x. Okay, so for this I have taken examples. P of x is equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1, and g of x I have taken it as x square minus 1. Okay, so now just see, so r of x will be 2x plus 2. Okay, and q of x will be x plus 1. Okay, so just see, I have taken this as x cube. Okay, so this I have taken it as x cube, p of x, that is equal to g of x, I have taken it as x square. So definitely q of x should be x, isn't it? Only then 2 plus 1 will give you 3. Okay, so using this logic, you will take any polynomial. Okay, and this g of x should be 1 degree less than this. Okay, then just divide these two, you will get q of x and r of x. Clear with this? Mostly this question will not be asked in your examination. Okay, this is a concept based question, so just to test your understanding. Okay, regarding the chapter. Clear? So let us move on to the next bit of this question now. Okay, so degree of r of x is 0. So when will degree of r of x, when is r of x is 0? So suppose see, p of x equal to g of x into q of x, r of x is 0. Okay, so I'm not writing. So that means g of x should be a factor of this p of x. Okay, so in our exercise 3.2, 3.4, question number 2, we have seen, they asked us to determine if the given polynomial, the given polynomial is a factor of that polynomial or not, isn't it? So you have to, you should find if it is a factor or not. Okay, so for that I told you, if the remainder is 0, then those two, the divisor is a factor of the dividend. I told you this, isn't it? So if the remainder is 0, so if remainder is 0, so that means these two are factors. Yes. So you can take any example from that particular bit, second bit. Okay. So you don't have to, by heart, you have to understand these logic. Okay. Yeah. So this brings us to the end of this exercise and also end of this chapter. Okay. And I promise you to make regular videos from now. Okay. So next chapter, I think I'm planning for trigonometry. Okay. So we'll meet you up with a very interesting class. Okay, and thank you so much for being with me. Thanks for your support. Also, like this video right now and share the channel to all your friends, and thanks for being with me. Thank you.